Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel CapTech Pro. In previous video we have seen how to create a virtual machine template, and later on we deployed a virtual machine using that template. Now on this video I will introduce you Service Provider Foundation, which we called as SPF implementation in our System Center Virtual Machine Manager. So guys, without any delay, let's get started. So guys, before we proceed to our lab environment, let's discuss what is Service Provider Foundation. So friends, in System Center Virtual Machine Manager, SPF provides all the resources needed to build, maintain and monitor a cloud infrastructure. As you know, in my previous videos, I have built a private cloud in my Virtual Machine Manager. So basically SPF is used to monitor and maintain the cloud infrastructure. However, service providers and large enterprises need additional features to support multiple TNets, integrate infrastructure with sophisticated web-based service portals, and distribute management workload across multiple data centers. SPF, bundled with the System Center Orchestra, provides the functionality with an extensible Open Data Protocol API over a representative state transfer, which we call as REST, web service that interacts with our virtual machine manager. And SPF can be used by service provider to offer infrastructure as a service to their clients. If we have a service provider has a front-end portal for clients, clients can make requests to the hosting provider resources without leaving the portal. Cloud resources provided by Virtual Machine Manager can be managed using the standard management infrastructure. Standard management interfaces from supported devices from anywhere. So guys, basically if we have built a private cloud, what SPF will do, it will, as I have told you, it will maintain and monitor the cloud infrastructure. And if we have a client, so we can allow our client to use these resources. So friends, now let's discuss the deployment prerequisites of SPF. So the first deployment prerequisite is the SPF server needs SQL server for its database. Then we should have a 1 VMM console installed on a SPF server. We also need a SSL certificate when we are deploying an SPF. A side-by-side installation of different SPF version is not possible on the same server, and it's also not supported. Now let's discuss the server manager role to be installed on SPF server. So the role is web server IIS server. So before we proceed for installing an SPF server in our environment, we should install a web server IIS role on our SPF server. Then it should also include the following services like the basic authentication. So the basic authentication transmits username and password across our network in an unencrypted form. Then we have a Windows authentication. Windows authentication is manipulated between the Windows server and the client machines. This authentication is also done by IIS. Then we have application deployment ASP.NET 4.5. Then we have application deployment ISPI extension. Then we have application deployment ISAPI filters Azure. Then we also have the IIS management scripts and tools. These all services are required for the deployment of SPF. Now there are few features which we have to install, like the management OData IIS extensions. It's a framework for easily exposing Windows PowerShell CMDlets through an OData based web service running under IIS. Then we have a .NET Framework 4.5 features. Then we have a WCF services, which is again a framework for building service oriented application. While using the WPF service, we can send data as an asynchronous message from one service endpoint to another. Then we have a HTTP activation. So basically it allows the developer to choose the most appropriate protocol for their need. Now we have to also install for few web service role, like first we have a WCF data service 5.0 for AData v3. We need this role because it enables creation and consumption of data services for the web according to version 3 of the data open data protocol OData, which facilitates data access and change via standard HTTP verbs. Then we have a ACP.NET MVC4. It's an open source software from Microsoft. It's a web development framework which combines the feature of MVC. MVC means model view controller architecture, the most up-to-date ideas and techniques for agile development and best part of existing ASP.NET platform. So friends, it was a brief introduction of what SPF is and what are the deployment prerequisites. Now let's go to the lab environment and let's start installing these prerequisites, and later on we'll deploy SPF. So guys, without any delay, let's go to our lab environment. Okay friends, so now we are on our lab environment. So this is my VMM server. Make sure whenever you install the SPF server, it should be in the VMM server only. So you can see this is my VMM server. Now let's install the web IS role. I will click on start and I will click on server manager. Let me maximize it. Now I will click on add roles and features. On before you begin, I will click on next. I will select role based or feature based installation. Now I will click on next. We'll select the server, which is vmm1.captechpro.online. I will click on next. Now I will go down. I will select web server IS role. I will click on add features. Now I will click on next. Now in features, I will go down and I will select management or data IS extension. I will check the box and I will click on add features. Now I will go up and I will select HTTP activation. I will click on add features. You can see WCF services already selected. Now I will click on next. You can read about web server role IS, then click on next. In role services, you can select the role service. You can see most of them is selected. I will go down and I will select the basic authentication, and then I will also select Windows authentication. I will go down. I will also select IS management scripts and tools, and I think everything is now selected. Now I will click on next. You can review the selections you have made. Guys, if you will miss anything, now first of all let me click on install. So guys, if you will miss anything, you can, while installing the SPF server, you will get an error like this feature or this role is not installed. You can come back and again install the feature and then retry it. It will work, right? So you don't need to worry if you have missed something. So let's wait till the time installation get complete. So our installation is succeeded now. I will click on close. Now I will minimize the server manager. I will open the browser now. First of all, let me enter the link. Okay, now I'll press enter. So now let's first download the WCF Data Services 5.0 for OData v3. You can read about more from here. Now I will click on download. So our download has started now. And it's now downloaded. Let me open it. I will click on open. Now click on run. So I will check the box of I agree the terms condition. Now I will click on install. So you can see our installation has started of WCF Data Service 5.0. Wait till the time it get complete. Okay, so our setup is successfully completed. I will click on close. Now let me enter the second link now. I will click on new tab. Let me enter the link. Now I will press enter. So now I will download the ASP.NET MV4 Visual Studio. I will click on download. So in the prerequisites you have seen that we have to install all this. Now I will open the file. I will click on run. Again I will check the box of I agree the terms condition, then click on install. So you can see it's getting installed. Okay, so it is also succeeded now. I will click on close. Now I will minimize my browser. Now I will open my file explorer. Now let's start installing Orchestra. Let me open the file. This is my ISO. Let me mount it. I will open the folder SCO. I will open my exe file. I will click on run as administrator. And you can see this is my System Center 2019 Orchestra. I will click on Service Provider Foundation. It will open the wizard. Now I will click on install. I will check the box of I read and understood. On the license, click on next. You can read about diagnostic and usage data, then click on next. You can see all the prerequisites are passed now. You can see everything, we have a green check in front of every prerequisites. If you will not install or you will leave any feature, you will get a red cross mark in the front of feature or role. You will get a red cross mark. So we have passed the test. Now I will click on next. Now in configure the database server, I will enter the server name, which is VMM1. This is my port number, which is 1433, and this is the database name. Now I will click on next. In specify a location for SPF files, you can see install in folder. This is my folder in which the file will get stored. This is my website name, which is SPF. This is the port number 1890. You can change the path of the folder by clicking on change folder. Then we have a server certificate. So I will select generate self-signed certificate. If you are in a production environment, it is recommended to use an existing certificate, and you can buy the certificate from any certification authority. So right now we are in the testing environment, so I will select generate a self-signed certificate, then I will click on next. In configure the admin web service role, you can see the virtual directory name is admin. The domain security group or user is Captech Pro /administrator. In the application pool, you can see the application pool name is admin. Then in application pool credentials, I will select the radio button of service account, and now I will enter the password. Now I will click on next. In configure the provider web service, you can see the virtual directory name, everything is same. Now in application pool, I will select the service account. Again, I will enter the password. Now I will click on next. Now in configure the VMM web service, rest everything is same. Virtual directory name is VMM. In application pool, again I will select the service account. Again I will enter the password. Now I will click on next. In configure the usage web service, now again I will select the service account, and again I will enter the same password. Now click on next. In Microsoft Update, if you want to check for updates automatically, you can select the radio button of on. Else I will go with off because we are on the testing environment. So I will select off and I will click on next. You can review the selections you have made. You can read the summary. This is the file location. This is the website name. This is the port number. You can see this is my URL. Virtual directory name is VMM. Domain security group or user is Captech Pro administrator. Application pool name is VMM. Application pool credential is service account, and application pool user name is Captech Pro administrator. Now I will click on install. So you can see the installation of SPF has started on our server. So we have to sit back and wait till the time installation get complete. So friends, as you can see, our installation is now completed. So that's how you can install an SPF in your organization. Let me close it. So guys, in the next video, we'll see how to install the Windows Azure Pack. For more informative videos, you can check my other video links on the screen, and subscribe my channel and press bell icon for more upcoming videos. I will see you guys in next video.